Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. Today is 10 weeks exactly post-op. I was just coming out of surgery right about now, 10 weeks ago today. Those of you that are new to this channel, 10 weeks ago I underwent a 4-level anterior cervical discectomy infusion. Anterior means they go in through the front. They remove each of the discs and then apply a plate. They also, in my case, decompressed the spine, which is the reason I had to have this surgery. They attached a plate to the front, screwed it in to force the vertebrae to stay tight, and over time that chain of vertebrae will fuse together. That's the goal. The result of that is, I no longer have any nerve pain like I used to have, but that was manageable. That was an intermittent thing for me. The main reason I had to do the surgery was I was losing, I lost a lot of muscle due to atrophy in my right arm, and I also had major weakness in the right arm, which, as a result of that, was muscle atrophy. Wasn't going to go well for me, I was told by multiple surgeons. You can check out all the previous videos that I did that go into probably way too much detail on how that decision was all made and in my meetings with all those surgeons. So 10 weeks have gone by. Things are going really well. Scar's healing up nicely. I'll zoom in on that for you in the video so that you can see. Neck mobility. So it was 3 weeks ago that I met with my surgeon, so it was at the 7th week. To my shock, and you see this in the last video, he said no more collar, and that I expected, thankfully. I was well due to get rid of that collar. But I was really shocked when restrictions were lifted as far as activity. I could get back to exercising and things, but I needed to take it slowly, of course. So the first week, actually 8 days, I recall, were very difficult in terms of stiffness in my neck. I mean, really hard. Like I could move it maybe here or here, and it was tough. And it really didn't get too much better. I mean, it's a very slight bit better each day. And then around the 9th day, I think it was the 9th day post removal of the collar, is when I thought, okay, it's definitely going to get better. Like it felt better, but I was getting worried there. So my advice to you, if you've gone through this, it does get better. You just gotta, trust the process. I move my neck a lot. I do a lot of hikes, walking, and I'm constantly I will walk through a scenic. I'm fortunate to live near a national park, so I'll go there and just as I'm walking, turn my head as far as I can and watch it. Check out the scene, the view as I'm walking, and then I'll do the other side just to get these neck muscles loosened up. They're still tight. I still feel it. I don't feel a plate restriction at all. That's not the issue. It's just side to side like this when I get to about there is when I feel this back muscle restricting me. So my surgeon they just dropped a prescription for PT in the mail yesterday, so I'm hoping to get that as soon as possible here and get PT started. I don't know how much better my mobility will get, but I'm hoping it will. Had a notification pop up there. Hoping it will. And I promise, one of the things that I do plan on doing is creating a video that shows before surgery mobility, because I took a video of that to make sure I had a record of it. And then post-surgery, I'll compare. I want to do that after I've given some PT giving the PT some time to hopefully work its magic. But as of today, I'd say the only real issue is in driving. Is, you know, if you, especially that, oh my goodness, that first week and a half were really tough driving, because I live in a really high traffic area with a lot of, where you've got to like really, you know, look behind you. I was never a backup camera or mirror relying guy when I drove. I like to look around, to double check everything. I'm relying on cameras and mirrors more than I ever thought I'd have to, which sucks, but is what it is. That's the only time right now I'm seeing any issue. And I gotta say, that first week, really first 2 weeks, still I am moving, you know, I'm not, you know, just, you know, moving my neck. I'm moving my whole body, like, to compensate just from being in that collar for so long. It's a tough habit to break. But I'm getting there. It's getting better every day. I will say this. So when I met with my surgeon the last time, one of the things I was surprised, I had a whole list of activities I wanted to get back to. I expected, you know, a firm no on all of them, but it was almost everything was a firm yes. Go ahead. You can't do any damage. Just what the plate is for. One of those things was golf. So I've never been a very good golfer, but I'm okay. Went out to, I think it was maybe 2 days after I got that clearance, I went out to a 12-hole golf course near me that is very short, but it's, you know, it's very hilly. It's rolling hills. That was probably a mistake. The first like 3 holes, you know, I'm swinging and I'm feeling, you know, like my neck tense up, and it just wasn't, it was too soon. And I'd say probably 3 days after that, my neck was much tighter than it was before. So no more golf until probably next year. It's you know, better safe than sorry. I do feel like I could definitely do it now, you know, but just not worth it. And I'm not that big into golf that it matters to me that much. And the other thing, so then you know, the stiffness, the stiffness of the muscles was loosening up over the next 2 weeks. And then this past Saturday morning, I made the mistake of trying to scrub my shower floor. I bought a drill attachment that you know, you put the drill, it's like a brush, but it's, or a scrubbing pad, and you know, try to do it the lazy way instead of, you know, just with my hand, and realized I needed to, like, you know, get down low and arms overhead essentially, and like pull a press. That was a mistake. You know, that really tightened up the muscles for, again, like 3 full days of tightness there. So yeah, learned my lesson. Not going to overdo the anything too much like that. Not going to do. But ever since you know, for the last 3 weeks now, I've been working out daily. Cardio, lots of walking, of course, but also, you know, focused cardio in the gym, elliptical, recumbent bike. Haven't tried an upright bike. That one I'm a little nervous about, but I want to try that soon. And weightlifting. I started off with the advice of my surgeon, guidance from my surgeon. He said start off at about 50% of what you were lifting before, and then see where it goes. I did that. Actually, less than 50% because of the muscle atrophy. But I'm probably about 60% now. I've bumped it up a little. I'm not going to push that. I don't need to. I'm just going to keep at a steady pace every other day, every 2 to 3 days I lift weights. And that is, to be clear what I'm doing, I only do three movements right now. A chest press with a machine, all machines. I've tried with a bar with a chest press. That was too nervous. I'm not going to go there for a while. But a machine chest press, a machine back row, which that feels perfectly fine. The chest press, I could feel from the atrophy of my tricep. I can, from previous to surgery, I can feel that one's definitely, it's one of those machines where, each arm is independent in the press. And I can definitely feel this one start struggling the last couple of reps. So it's going to take a while, but I do feel the strength coming. Strength is back. I don't notice it on a daily basis. Regular activities, I don't notice any difference, but I know it's weaker still, and it's going to take time, and they said it would. And then the last thing I do is a leg press. And the main thing with each of these is I make sure that I'm even with the back of the machine's chair, if you will, the sitting position. I make sure that my posture is right, and I don't overdo it to where I'm going to tense up at all my neck. Again, not super heavy weights here, but good enough. So I'm going to continue with that. That's gone very well. The only real issue I've had, I didn't put in my notes, as far as numbness, that's all gotten a lot better. These two fingers still have numbness, but one thing I've noticed just in the last few days is the tips are more sensitive. There's like burning is a strong kind of negative way to describe it. It doesn't burn like it's painful. It's just like it's more alive here in the tips than before. Before it was just kind of, a rough feeling all around. And so something's happening, and I think it's for the better. I'm told that, change is good, because that means that it's getting there. So it's still early in the process, only 10 weeks. And these were numb for many years previous to surgery, but I'm hopeful. All the rest, the arm, that's all good from what I can tell. So all good there. So the only issue I've had is with the bone growth stimulator. I don't have it with me, so I won't show it, but in a prior video, I talked about the bone growth stimulator and showed a picture of the electrodes. So I wasn't issued the OrthoFix, the big heavy black collar thing that you wear 4 hours a day. I was issued, which at the time I was very happy about, but now I wish I would have had the OrthoFix, a newer kind of version, which is a small little electronic device you put in your pocket, or it comes with a clip, and then it has wires that you run up the back or the front of your shirt, and then it connects to two circular sticky electrode pads that you stick on the back of your neck. And you can wear this thing minimum of 8 hours a day, the guidance says, but you could wear it 24 hours a day. I was wearing this thing 24 hours a day for the first 3 weeks, no problem. It was not uncomfortable. I'd have to change the electrodes every 2 days, maybe 3 days max, because of, they just wouldn't stick as well. So I'd take them off, and, of course you can't wear it when you shower, but other than that, you can't get it wet, but other than that, you would, it was no problem. And back then I was not working out, so sweat wasn't an issue or anything. Just before the last time I saw my surgeon, like the day before, I woke up to itchiness. And so I took the pads off, and it felt like a rash back there. So I took them off. I waited about a week. I mean, it just didn't go away. About a week, put them back on, tried again, and then it basically burnt my skin. Like, it's burned. So I'll throw a picture up. So yesterday I contacted my surgeon and said, yeah, this isn't working. They contacted the company. that makes it. They called me. They said they're going to issue me, send me water-based electrode, water-based adhesive electrodes to see if that works. But insisted I need to hold off on trying them until this is healed up, and this is going to take a while. I mean, it's pretty bad. The skin's flaking, everything. It's pretty bad. So you know, and as of now, I'm putting on antibiotic ointment on it, and we'll see. I'm not too concerned. The studies, I was told the bone growth stimulator will increase the fusion percentage by about 10%. It expedites it by about 10%. So we'll see. But a little bummed about that. But otherwise, all is really good. And I'm looking forward to starting physical therapy here as soon as I get that prescription in the mail. Actually, I may just call for an appointment tomorrow or later today to get that ball rolling. Otherwise, things are going well. I hope you're doing really well in your recovery, or if you're prepping for surgery. Hope give you a little bit of glimmer of hope that things can go well. So that's all I've got. Stay positive, and I'll be back with another video probably, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks from now, after I've gone through some PT, and maybe that's when we'll look at neck mobility a little further and do that comparison. Take care.